Hi, my name's Rob Rosenberg. I am the host of Open Mic here at Mad Cats. I'm also considered the ambassador of goodwill here at Mad Cats. I've been hosting Open Mic here at Mad Cats since we've opened well over 4 years ago. This bar used to be called Max on Slade, and I hosted the Open Mic at Max on Slade as well. I also host an open mic in Lake Zurich at a place called Copper Fiddle Distillery on Thursdays. Every other Thursday I alternate, and I just enjoy do it for the love of the game.
Hello darkness, my old friend, I've come to talk with you again, 'cause a vision softly creeping left its seeds while I was sleeping, and the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sounds of silence. In restless dreams I walk.
What age did you start playing music at?
Started playing my guitar at about 13 years old, and it drove my mother crazy. In fact, one time when I was a little sassy, she took the guitar and smashed it over my head. El Caban.
Man.
But playing out, probably my first open mic and playing on the stage in front of other people, I was about 40 years old. 40. And it took me almost a good year to develop the testicular fortitude required to get up on stage and play. And the first time was probably a train wreck, but after that it got a little better, and a little easier, and a little easier, and a little easier, and a little easier and easier, and from along that road I wound up singing with a female duo. Her name was Laura. It was Rob and Laura. We called ourselves the Petries.
Half a second.
How Dick Van Dyke.
Yeah, Dick Van Dyke, yeah.
And I've had a couple other female partners since, and it's I'm almost 74 years old, and I do it for the love of the game.
Do you have any particular night that you remember that it was just the night?
It's happened where everything fell into place. Probably several years ago, I just picked the right set of songs to sing, and quite often at open mics, a collaboration develops, and we get what I call spare parts and loose change. People in the audience that are bass players, drummers, guitar players. We even have a gentleman here that plays violin as well. And if the player is looking for accompaniment on their set, it's their decision. And every once in a while you pick a song everybody knows, and everybody's playing, and it all gels together, and everybody's smiling at the end, and we finish on the same time at the same note, and it's just one of those exhilarating experiences that that happens to a musician every once in a while. It's just a magic moment.
Ever saw Granddaddy down here. He only come to town about twice a year. Buy 100 pounds of yeast since a copper knife. Everybody knew that he made moonshine. Now they're having
about open mics in general that draws you more than, let's just say, joining a band?
What I find, one of the things that I get the most value out of, that enjoyment, is seeing someone playing out for the first time. Every musician knows what they felt like and how scared they were the first time they played out. As I mentioned before, it took me almost a year. And the excitement and the fear and everything else that goes along with it, and you finally step up on the stage. And the empathy I have with those that come here and do that, I know how they feel, and my goal is to make them feel good about it. And to be honest, it doesn't matter if they make your ears bleed. You're going to tell them what a great job they did, and if they, with some practice, it's really going to, perfect the song, and get their enthusiasm up. It's all about self-confidence. Yeah. So it can help enhance their self-confidence. Then they go on to the next one, and they will remember the first time they played.
Who is getting ready to play it for that first time that night? Do you have any advice for him or her?
Well, there's some technical advice.
Okay.
Is to always remember where the microphone is, and sing to the microphone. And if they happen to be looking down or at a book or an iPad or something, and the mic's here, they look here, and they always got to be aware of where the microphone is. If you make a mistake, don't stop, just go on. If you forget the words, make up a word, and just keep the flow going. A lot of people, when they make a mistake, they'll stop, they'll smile. Just keep going, and it doesn't matter. Right. Most of the people aren't even going to know you made a mistake.
Exactly.
And after a while, if you quick on the thinking, quick on a draw, you can just kind of flow through the errors.
Yeah.
And use them to your advantage. Yeah. Make the same error in the next stanza, and then people think it's part of the song.
Same as my daddy before. I hardly ever saw Granddaddy down here. He only come to town about twice a year. Buy 100 pounds of yeast.
What I do is, at the open mics that I host, I've created a group on Facebook, and I tell people, if they're old enough to be on Facebook, to navigate to Mad Cat's open mic group, or in the case of Copper Fiddle open mic group, and I live stream the individual performers. Everybody that plays, I live stream. And as a result, knowing that, they can send a link to family all across the country or the world. We have one gentleman from Brazil that plays here, and he lets his cousin has a bar in Brazil. And when he's going to play, he sends him a text, and the cousin dials into the open mic group and then broadcasts that on the TVs in his bar. So there's people watching him play 3,500 miles away.
That's really cool.
In Brazil.
Yeah.
And we have people, one guy from the Netherlands had someone playing. There it's a few hours ahead, so they watch it the next day.
Well, him and my Uncle Bernie engine down. I still remember that rumbling sound. And the sheriff came